Carry-out pizza and a half-gallon of your favorite soft drink will shape up free at Pizza Hut.
We bring out the kid in you. We bring out the kid, it's true. So bring out your kids from daylight till dark. It starts with the heart, such a magical spark. Darien Lake. And all we ever really wanted to do was bring out the kid in you. Bring out the kid in you. Bring out the kid in you.
G'day. This reminds me of back home. The only thing we like better than getting out in the water for a bit of a spin is getting back onto dry land. Never panicked about it, though. Always knew there'd be a drop of the amber nectar waiting for us. Foster's Lager. You can get Foster's in Canada now, and they won't sting you any more than they do for your regular brew. Ripper. Mind you, in Oz we tend to take things a bit easier. We like to hollow the canoes out first.
Foster's, now brewed here.
It's a terrain paint sale on now at Benfante Hardware. For all of your interior paint needs, Benfante stocks professional quality terrain flat latex paint in the latest colors for just $8.95 a gallon. Check Benfante Hardware's prices on terrain exterior house paint, latex and oil, and save $4 a gallon. Tough and durable terrain paint will be there for many seasons, and at Benfante's prices, it's a real value. Visit Benfante Hardware's convenient location, 1286 Mount Hope Avenue, and take advantage of the great terrain paint values today.
WKRP, Saturdays at 7 on WHEC TV 10.
Boy, this is too good to be true.
And they're only on TV 10.
I think that's wonderful.
This is going to be fun.
Somehow I thought you'd say that.
All your favorites are back.
Gee, Andy, I don't know what to say.
WKRP, Saturdays at 7 on WHEC TV 10.
Unless that's positively insane.
In Rochester, there is only one organization whose sole purpose is to find creative and personal ways to put your charitable contribution to work. The Rochester Area Foundation. Education, the arts, health, community action. Where you have a concern, that's where you'll find the Rochester Area Foundation. You know what happens to your donated dollar, and you can watch it go to work. The Rochester Area Foundation, a creative response to our community's evolving needs.
Bike Shop dares you to enter a new dimension.
Mountain bikes, 18 speeds and built to tackle any riding condition. Racing bikes, lightweight 14 speeds and effortless performance. Rugged BMX bikes, touring bikes, all come with a 30-day tune-up and lifetime warranty. Enter a new dimension in biking. Towner's Bike Shop. Since 1910.
Best place around for cruising sound.
Car stereo, radar detectors, and 40-channel CBs, $59.95. Right now, get a Sanyo car stereo, including speakers, including installation, $129.95. Passports, escorts, now in stock at The Rock.
I didn't ask to drive you around, I was giving you, same as you was giving me. The only difference is, you complain and I don't.
Turn it off.
No.
You heard me, turn it off.
But you asked me to buy clothes.
Bob Hoskins, that tough-talking, bullet-headed British actor, stars in Mona Lisa, where he plays a London criminal.
One of 4 new movies we'll review this week on At the Movies, the movie review program.
At the Movies, Sunday night at 6:30 on TV 10. educational, real-life enjoyment. Be a part of Tetra's wonderful world of tropical fish with a home aquarium and world-famous Tetra products. If fish could talk, they'd ask for Tetra. Tetra products are available at Pet World, Marketplace Mall, Country Club Plaza, and our original Aqua Shop in Gates.
I didn't come here today to try and tell you about the ABCs of 2 plus 2. I'm professor of the rap, and I came to your school because I don't want to see you be a fool. Wonder Move. Wonder Move can blow your groove. Alcohol may cause you no alarm until you wake up and find that you are harmed. You may laugh and think cigarettes are a joke, but is it worth bad breath and health to smoke? When you check out the score in drug abuse, what you find is a game you can only lose. It'll soon be 1999, and some of you may never use your mind. Break, spin, and rock, but do not fall under the spell of smoke, drugs, or alcohol. Wonder Move. Wonder Move. Blow your groove. All you got to do is a look around. Those who abuse have all gone down. So think with yourself and rise to the top. When you're fresh, you know you can't be stopped by Wonder Move.
This Tuesday, it's Jersey night at Silver Stadium when the Rochester Red Wings take on the Syracuse Chiefs. Just be one of the first 3,000 youngsters through the gate and you'll receive your very own Red Wings jersey. Come on down for great baseball action as the Rochester Red Wings take to the field to battle the Syracuse Chiefs. Enjoy baseball at its best and get your very own Red Wings jersey this Tuesday, 7:30 at Silver Stadium. Jersey night, sponsored by Schweigel's Hot, WPXY, and TV10. We'll see you there.
A different kind of soft drink offer is taking shape at Pizza Hut. It's different because to get this half-gallon of your favorite soft drink, you gotta bring us a jug to put it in. And buy any medium or large carry-out pizza. Then, we'll put your free soft drink in our jug. In their jug. We'll put it in any old jug. So grab a jug and come to Pizza Hut. Buy any medium or large carry-out pizza, and a half-gallon of your favorite soft drink will shape up free at Pizza Hut.
Welcome to the world of Ed's Party Supplies. For any party, any occasion, Ed's is the party supply store.
We're Rochester's friendly party store.
I'm Jim Kerr of Simple Minds, and there's more of the
MTV Top 20 Video Countdown.
Keep watching for more of the top 20 video songs in America.
More of your favorites are coming up in this week's MTV Top 20 Video.
MTV Top 20 video songs. More countdown coming up.
MTV Top 20 Video Countdown.
Don't miss it.
We hope you'll be with us for the top 20 video countdown.
MTV Countdown, Saturdays at 11:30 on TV10.
Do you know a city where men, women, and children are standing in line to have their only meal of the day? Do you know a city where hundreds of people are sleeping in the streets? Do you know a city where every winter people freeze to death because they have no home? This city is Rochester, New York. It doesn't have to be this way. St. Joseph's House of Hospitality believes Rochester can provide for everyone, but only with your help.
I'm Kim Marcus, a senior from Pittsford Sutherland High School. When you're out celebrating graduation this year, please don't drink and drive.
Clarence Backus says, shop, compare, buy the brand names you like for less. Check this week's Doorbuster specials. Now at the House of Backus, 1000 East Ridge Road.
Buy any new 86 Ford at Cristo Ford and get up to $5,000 for 1 year with 0% interest.
They're out to prove it. Cristo Ford.
I make no bones about it. I am very serious about the business of forecasting the weather. And I have a simple reason for that. Early on, I made a forecast for a severe thunderstorm. This goes way back in my career. The next day, a lady called me. And she said, "You saved my children's lives." You know what? I've never I mean never, needed a better reason than that to be serious about weather forecasting.
This Rochester International Update is brought to you by the Rochester Telephone Yellow Pages and by your Rochester area Dodge boys, Cortez Dodge, Dodgetown, Panorama Dodge, Ross Motors, Transit Town Dodge, and Weller Motors.
Good afternoon. An ideal day for golf here at Locust Hill Country Club, and the big story in the third round so far has been the play of Montana native Alice Ritzman, who fired a tournament record 8 under par 64. That's one shot off the course record. She birdied 4 holes in the front, 4 more in the back, and birdie at 17 tied the record set by Chris Johnson last year, and this birdie at 18 broke the record. She kidded with her caddy before the round began. She said, "How about a 69 today?" And her caddy said, "Why stop there?" It is a personal best for Alice Ritzman, and she's at 1 under par through 3 rounds. The leader on the course right now at 4 under par is Jan Stevenson, with Hollis Stacy at 3 under, and Jane Blaylock and Val Skinner at 2 under par. I'm Rich Funky, Newswatch Sports at Locust Hill Country Club.
Many youth in our community need short-term housing. Host Homes provide that helping hand.
Being ready and willing to have the house open for someone to come in, I guess that's all the qualification you need.
In the end, they've all changed us for the better.
The whole idea is to get involved.
You can make a difference by volunteering to be a host family. For more information, call the Center for Youth Services Incorporated.
People with emotional problems are often the loneliest people in the world.
As a compeer, we help people regain their feeling of self-worth.
Just 1 hour a week can make a big difference in someone's life. And it's a wonderfully rewarding experience.
For more information about becoming a compeer volunteer, call 546-8280.
On the next Hour magazine, Joan Fontaine, the woman of the hour, remembers her favorite leading men and tells Gary Collins that she understands today's working women.
Having a husband and children and a social life and all that, and trying desperately hard to have a career at the same time.
We'll take you to a baby expo and warm salads for cold days on Hour magazine.
Monday at 5 on TV 10.
This is WHEC TV 10, Rochester.
What would you do if you couldn't see well? Probably have your eyes checked, get a pair of glasses, right? But if you couldn't understand an ordinary conversation, what would you do? Well, the smart thing would be to have your hearing checked, as I did. 20 million Americans suffer hearing loss, most of them needlessly, because they could be helped medically, surgically, or like me, with hearing aids. So why are so many people still suffering? Oh, false pride, lack of information, stigma. If you or someone you love doesn't hear well, arrange for a hearing checkup. For hearing help information, call the toll-free Hearing Helpline, 800-424-8576. That's 800-424-8576. Or write to Hearing, Box 1840, Washington, D.C., 20013. You should hear what you're missing.
Join the world's greatest lady bowlers at Olympic Bowl. We need your support for the local Big Brother, Big Sister program. Purchase your season ticket for the August Lady Pro Bowlers Tour at local bowling centers or any participating Arby's restaurant. And the local Big Brother, Big Sister program receives your help. Channel 10, Arby's Restaurants, and Olympic Bowl have joined together to benefit our local Big Brother, Big Sister program. Purchase your season ticket, a $53 value for only $25. And don't miss the Pro-Am on Friday, August 15th.
Man, we just got rid of it.
The place to go for car stereo. Best place around for cruising sound.
Wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling car stereo at Rochester's lowest prices. Hundreds of radar detectors, including passports and escorts, in stock at The Rock.
Go to The Rock, R-O-C,
Systems installed from $129.95.
John Holtz brings you the world. Take a look at our world.
Mazda says raise 86 truck prices. John Holtz says not so fast. John Holtz bought 40 Mazda pickups at last year's prices. Now you can save a bundle on brand new Mazda trucks while they last. Sakes alive. They start at $61.75.
John Holtz brings you the world.
John Holtz Mazda, West Henrietta Road.
Hi, I'm Sandra Haney. Although I'm a professional golfer, I've had arthritis since I was 33. Don't be surprised. Arthritis strikes lots of young people. Laramie Cathy has arthritis, and so do many other children. But with proper care, most arthritis patients can lead active lives. Since early diagnosis and treatment are important, call the Arthritis Foundation and get the facts. Stop arthritis before it stops you or someone you love.
So far in 1986, 9 of the 15 persons killed in drunk driving accidents here were under the age of 18. When it comes to drinking and driving, don't kid yourself. You may have been lucky in the past, but you may not be so lucky in the future. The statistics are stacking up, and they're not in your favor. Do something about it. Time may be running out.
You handle the pants and I'll keep the rest busy.
Ladies. Charlie, we've got a stowaway.
What? What'd he say? What'd he say? One male human being.
Because that's the shortest an astronaut can be. Dark Carpet would like to say thank you to all our customers who helped make our new Penfield showroom so successful. Because of your support, we have quickly become one of Western New York's leading floor covering dealers. We would like to show everyone why so many people have made Dart their #1 choice for remnants, all leading brands of vinyl floor covering and carpeting. So why aren't you shopping at Dart Carpet? 3 locations: Dewey Avenue, Buffalo Road, and the Penfair Plaza.
That appears to be an appropriate referral, Shirley.
Thank you, Joe.
When you have a problem, call the Action Team. We get results. Call 454-3030 weekdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. A trained Action Team volunteer will be here to help you get results. Staying in touch with the community is what the Action Team is all about. So remember, when you need action, call 454-3030 weekdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Action Team. If it concerns you, it concerns us.
Did you know that 1 out of every 10 Americans suffers from hearing, speech, or language impairment? These problems are not fatal, but they can make life difficult. And the Genesee Speech, Language, and Hearing Association is helping by making people aware of speech problems and of the services that can provide testing, therapy, and understanding. If someone you know has difficulty with hearing or speech, call the Speech, Language, and Hearing Association at 377-4660, extension 478. If it concerns you, it concerns us.
Come on along and take a spin on Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 7 here on TV 10. Hi, I'm Pat Sajak. Join me along with Vanna White as our contestants try to solve the puzzles and spin the wheel for great prizes. Be sure to tune in and play along on Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 7, right here on TV 10.
Don't make them grow too much, because an astronaut can't be over 6 feet.
Why sweat it out this summer? Right now, Clover Home Leisure Center is having the Red Tag sale, and you save 30 to 45%. Clover Home Leisure Center has Rochester's best selection of casual furniture. This 5-piece set starts at just $189. Plus, relax in a spa or hot tub starting at a Red Tag special price of $13.99. We challenge the competition to beat our Red Tag prices on above-ground pools. 24-foot starting at $469. You'll love it at Clover Home Leisure Center.
The year was 1781. 5 bloody years of war between Britain and her American colonies would soon end. But it would take a true peacemaker to bring Imperial Britain and young America to an agreement. The peacemaker who would strike the treaty we live by today was Benjamin Franklin, who began this historic assignment at the age of 75. Age, it makes us peacemakers.
Hi, I'm Ed Allen of Ed's Party Warehouse, standing in one of our party stores. Do your parties bring compliments or comments? From graduations to weddings, birthdays to baby showers, Ed's offers the largest selection of paper and party products featuring paper art. Come into any of Ed's Party Warehouse locations and talk to our top hat girls. They're party decorating specialists with the right know-how to make your party one that will shower you with compliments.
Rochester's friendly party store.
Say anything you want to, EJ.
Okay.
Is that Waist Watcher? I've seen it advertised on TV.
It's my favorite diet soft drink. It tastes great and it's less expensive than Diet Coke.
Yeah, but Diet Coke has NutraSweet in it.
Waist Watcher Cola is made with 100% NutraSweet too. Plus they've got other great tasting flavors.
And you say it's less expensive than Diet Coke?
You got it. In fact, I use the money I save on Waist Watcher to buy other things.
Waist Watcher. Tastes great. Less expensive.
Giroux Ford is expanding. Therefore, these used cars and trucks must be moved to make room for construction equipment. Giroux's the best place to buy a Ford, Chevy, Pontiac, or any other vehicle because every customer has been job one since day one. Right now, we have a big construction job to do. If you're in the market for a used vehicle, we'd like you to be part of our plans because new or used, it's them or us.
Nuggets, they're new and here this year. So bring your good friends and your family too. Wendy's got crispy chicken nuggets for you. Come on now. Crispy nuggets. Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Come celebrate new crispy chicken nuggets at Wendy's.
This Rochester International Update is brought to you by Rochester Community Savings Bank. The more you know about money, the better we look. And by Preferred Care Gold, the new health care plan for seniors.
Good afternoon. Par has been taking a beating under ideal conditions at Locust Hill Country Club today in the third round of the Rochester International. Alice Ritzman set a tournament record 8 under par 64 today, and Jan Stevenson is at 5 under par through 13 holes. Stevenson fired a 31 on the front 9, including this birdie at the 9th hole. She's 5 under for the tournament. It holds a 2-shot lead right now over Hollis Stacy, Val Skinner, and Jane Blaylock. Judy Dickinson is 4 shots back at 2 under par. Pat Bradley is 1 under. Kathy Morse, Laura Baugh, and Patty Rizzo are at even par. So it's Australia's Jan Stevenson in the lead here in the third round. I'm Rich Funky, News Watch Sports at Locust Hill Country Club.
To red hot LA, it's red, white, and you across the USA. Saturday nights and real cool jazz, red neon lights and razzmatazz. There's the feeling in the city, the real thing's coming through. Coca-Cola Classic, red, white, and you.
Hi, my name is Tony Brown, and I played football and basketball at Pitcherslin High School. You know, high school is almost over for me. I've had a lot of great memories, but I know there's still a lot of great memories to come. It'd be a shame if my future or any of my friends' future would be ruined by someone who's been celebrating a bit too much during graduation. When you're out partying with your friends, think twice about getting behind the wheel. Remember, drunk drivers are deadly.
Yes, Mr. President. Engelhardt here, sir.
Buy any new 86 Ford at Cristo Ford and get up to $5,000 for 1 year with 0% interest.
They're out to prove it. Cristo Ford.
Shop Lauer's sensational 9-hour furniture and carpeting sale.
Let's put furniture in its place. Your taste, your living space.
Save 10 to 60% on store-wide reductions of Lauer's $1 million inventory. Each piece has been specially tagged for this sale only. For furniture values, see today's Times Union. Lauer's 9-hour sale, Saturday 10 till 7 on Monroe Avenue across from Pittsford Plaza.
Yes, we do for you.
Sharing ideas and talking with friends are things we take for granted. Children with severe mental retardation and physical handicaps often have difficulty expressing their feelings. But thanks to new teaching methods and the adaptability of personal computers, these children are communicating in ways never thought possible. Toys are adapted with special switches that also connect to a computer. When the children press a switch, the toys react. They begin to learn cause and effect relationships. This gives children a basis for communicating their ideas. Using the computer, they can say, "This is what I want. This is who I am. This is how I feel." They can express themselves and know that other people understand. Personal computers are bringing new methods of communication and learning to children with multiple handicaps. For information on services to help mentally retarded children lead rewarding lives, contact the Association for Retarded Citizens.
One final look-see across that rail.
There's a party going on right here. Wendy's crispy nuggets, they're new and here this year. So bring your good friends and your family too. Wendy's got crispy chicken nuggets for you. Come on now. Crispy nuggets. Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Come celebrate new crispy chicken nuggets at Wendy's.
It's spring cleanup time at Benfonte Hardware, and you'll clean up with values on Eureka vacuums. Eureka Mighty Mite vacuum cleaners start at just $69.95. Powerful, compact, and lightweight, the Eureka Mighty Mite makes quick work of your cleanup jobs. And at Benfonte's low prices, it's a steal. House cleaning is a snap with the Eureka Upright from Benfonte. The full line of uprights begin at $69.95. Make cleaning up a breeze with the Eureka vacuum cleaner from Benfonte Hardware at 1286 Mount Hope Avenue, your full-service hardware store.
What is Buzzo? Huh? Buzzo is a new way of doing business. Buzzo is guitars, amps, microphones, PAs, effects, etc. at the lowest discount prices. Buzzo is albums and tapes. A great selection at low, low prices. Buzzo is feeling good naturally. Buzzo is a bumper sticker for your car, free. Buzzo is 243-2480. Buzzo is Main Street, Geneseo. Buzzo is, 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 Buzzo is.
Okay, get to work. I need some answers.
I remember when I was in high school, I got such a kick out of the local sportscaster mentioning our school on the air. That was a big deal. And I remember coming here and saying, I want to do that. I want to do that for those kids. But I also wanted to do something more. I wanted to be able to communicate to those kids what sports could teach them. Not only about their bodies, but about their hearts and their minds. And you know why? Because I think that's the kind of stuff that can make you a player for life.
I'm Mike Quick. Being a wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles is exciting. My brother Leroy is also doing something exciting. He's a volunteer big brother.
This is my little brother Duran. He's special to me.
Leroy's my best friend. He's there when I need him.
We're all brothers. Why don't you be one too?
Thousands of boys and girls need a volunteer big brother or big sister.
No one grows up alone.
Call Community Partners for Youth, 454-2292.
Do it now.
Giving is receiving. Volunteer to teach someone to read. Help Literacy Volunteers of America help non-readers.
Way up north, there's a big theme park with hot new attractions. Just what you've been waiting for.
Hey, everyone! Get your French fries right here!
And waiting for.
Chocolate mousse!
Then again, you could go to Darien Lake, where there's enough rides, attractions, and water fun for everyone. So Well, what are you waiting for?
Mush! Hot mush!
We should have gone to Darien Lake.
Now it's out the door days, June only at the Chrysler Plymouth dealer in your area. Get $500 cash back on Plymouth Turismo, $500 back on Plymouth Caravel and Chrysler LeBaron, plus an extra $300 from Chrysler on specially tagged cars, for a total savings of $800. On LeBaron GTS Premium, get up to $1,300. Hurry, you must take delivery this month.
Visit one of these 4 Rochester Metro Chrysler Plymouth dealers now.
This Rochester International Update is brought to you by the Rochester Telephone Yellow Pages and by your Rochester area Dodge boys, Cortez Dodge, Dodgetown, Panorama Dodge, Ross Motors, Transit Town Dodge, and Weller Motors.
Good afternoon. Val Skinner is the clubhouse leader here in the 3rd round of the Rochester International at Locust Hill Country Club. She fired a 6-under par 66 and has a 1-shot lead over Jan Stevenson, Hollis Stacy, and Judy Dickinson, who are on the course with 2 holes to play. Skinner hit a fabulous approach here on the tough 18th hole. Look at this. She had 3 birdies and a bogey on the front and 4 birdies on the back, and that's what was left for her final birdie of the day, which she got. Val Skinner is 5th on the money list with 1 victory so far in 1986. Jane Blaylock is tied for 3rd place at 2 under par, along with defending champion Pat Bradley. The best round of the day came from Alice Ritzman, who set a tournament record with an 8 under par 64. She's 4 shots off the lead. Jane Blaylock and I will have the complete 3rd round story tonight at 7:30. The PGA's Atlanta Classic is next on TV 10. I'm Rich Funky, Newswatch Sports at Locust Hill.
So much work to do, so much to find out. See someone who really knows what homes are all about.
We're realtors. Not all real estate agents are. Only a realtor is a member of an organization that works to protect your property values.
We're doing our homework. We do our homework for you.
The Real Estate Board of Rochester. Realtors support equal housing opportunity.
This is what my dad and I used to collect trash back in the good old days. My son had a toy model made of the old wagon for me as a keepsake. I'm Christian Ruoff. After 62 years in the refuse business, these are the toys my boys use today. We have front loaders, rear loaders, roll-off boxes of all sizes, and even a 10 cubic yard roll-off box for those small special cleanup jobs. Give my boys a call. They love to use their toys.
Tonight at 7:30, join Rich Funky for all the highlights of today's Rochester International, live from Locust Hill. Tonight at 7:30, right here on WHEC TV 10.
This is WHEC TV 10, Rochester.
We are halfway through a year of familiar surprises from Raymond Floyd at the Open. That certainly shows, and here's the way the leaderboard stands.
You know, we can always get soft, strong, absorbent coronet. But there are places in the world where you can't.
No cornet towels?
Nope.
No bath tissue? No facial tissue?
No.
No cornet napkins?
What do you think of that?
Well, I might like to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Extra everything is what you get when you buy coronet.
These days, Johnny Bench's bench is at the 19th hole. While my buddy finishes, I'll show you why you get a championship finish with Krylon spray paint. I'll spray this bench with Krylon, this one with the other leading brand. Krylon goes on smooth. No runs, no drips, no errors. And it dries to the touch in 12 minutes. 1 hour later, the other brand's still wet. Yeah, time to go. What'd you shoot? 200. Hey, same as in the majors. Yeah, what are all those flags for? Krylon dries faster for a smooth, professional finish.
If you're thinking of buying a personal computer, and all the signs say it's time to take the first step, a few questions may still be holding you back. Will your PC have the power you want to run the software you want? What about expandability and optional equipment? And how much money is it going to take? If these questions have crossed your mind, now's a good time to look at IBM, the complete answer. An IBM PC gives you access to the latest programs and options for easy expandability, all at prices that are better than ever. And if you charge or lease through IBM by July 31st, you get the first month free. So don't wait. Once you take the first step, the rest come easy. IBM personal computers. Charge or lease one at a participating dealer near you.
I enjoy playing the tour and the excitement it can bring. For every big money event, there are thousands of local club tournaments all over the country, every bit as rewarding as the ones I play in. The reason is your PGA professional. Along with everything else he does, he sees to it your competitions run smoothly and fairly. Get to know your PGA professional. He not only makes your golf game better, he makes golf a better game.
This is the 13th hole. Mark O'Mara, co-leader for birdie. Our leader, Mark O'Mara, Hal Sutton.
The Kemper Cavalry. Why do so many people trust their auto and home insurance to Kemper?
First accident forgiveness.
Kemper Total. Repair or replacement value coverage for my new car, as long as I own it.
Guaranteed renewal for good drivers 55 and over.
Compare Kemper's loyal protection with anyone. We don't have to toot our own horn. Once you compare Kemper, you'll ride with us.
The greatest invention in travel since the wheel is American Airlines Ultimate Super Savers. Fares from $39 to $159. Discover affordable travel with American Airlines.
Memories everywhere. When you know you can't delay it. From the biggest to the smallest, it's as good as there. Hello, Emery. It's as good as there.
Liberty is an idea, handed down from generation to generation, people to people. America honors the Statue of Liberty Centennial by minting United States Liberty coins, valuable keepsakes that treasure liberty always. U.S. Liberty coins, singly or in sets, at banks, savings and loans, and most Sears stores. Keep Liberty in mint condition forever.
Just when you need it, Buick has the ideal combination, the financing and the cars that fit your lifestyle. GMAC financing as low as 5.9% on LeSabre or 6.9% on most other Buicks is the lowest in years. Other finance rates available and will be higher as length of contract increases. Great financing available on Somerset, Skylark, Century, Electra, Regal, and Skyhawk. There's new low financing on them all.
Wouldn't you really rather have a Buick?
They're at it again Monday, mixing action, adventure, and romance.
Were we Bonnie and Clyde?
Nope, Scarecrow and Mrs. King.
Secret here is teamwork.
Look out!
That's tomorrow on CBS. Live flag-to-flag coverage of the Detroit Grand Prix. Formula One racing, a 2.5-mile course throughout the Motor City, and you'll see it all tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. That you're both here, and we'll be back at the Atlanta Classic in just a moment.
Hey, Georgia Pacific, how can I make my house terrific?
Open up the attic, put a closet in the hall, spruce up the ceiling, hammer up the wall. You can build it better, there's so much you can do. Then Georgia Pacific help you make it new. A new deck for sun and new bunk beds for two. By two great builders, GB and you. The best ideas come out of the blue.
For the best building products, look to Georgia Pacific.
The streets of Motown will come alive with Formula One thunder for the Detroit Grand Prix tomorrow on CBS Sports.
This is CBS.
If
you had the power to start from scratch, you wouldn't create just another gasoline. No, you'd create a whole new driving force. Well, here it is. All new Atlantic gasolines without methanol. And featuring a premium quality 92 octane super unleaded with all the octane any car can use. Drive on in. Check it out. You might drive away in a new Ford Taurus. Just come on in for your chance to win and feel the power of a whole new Atlantic, the new driving force.
I just moved here from New York City, and I gotta tell you, you got a bank up here they'd kill for in New York. Rochester Community. I go there for my mortgage. Unbelievable service. And then I find out about this one account of theirs, you know, the checking account that's got pay by phone. Now I pay all my bills by phone, and you know, they always treat me like a real person. I don't know why everybody doesn't bank with Rochester Community, but that's okay. It'll just make the line shorter for me.
This is WHEC TV 10, Rochester.
Minus 15, O'Mara at 14.
But with that missed putt at 14, Sutton at 14 under drops back into a tie with Mark O'Mara. And a lot of others chasing close behind.
Hilton brings you the PGA Tour Competition Classics. If there was an award for hard work and dedication, Roger Maltby would be a leading contender. After winning back-to-back tournaments as a rookie in 1975, he struggled through 8 frustrating years without a victory. But Maltby never gave up, and his efforts were rewarded in 1985 with 2 stirring wins and almost $400,000 in tour earnings. Roger Maltby is once again on the front line of the PGA Tour.
This summer, the Hilton family invites you and your family to some of the most beautiful places in the world. Join us for the Great American Vacation.
The Great American Vacation. It's more than castles and capitals. It's also Hilton's specially priced vacation rates that make a summer of fun more affordable.
America. She's never looked so beautiful.
Reserve now. Call America's Vacation Hotline, 1-800-HILTONS.
But Sutton at 14 under now has a one-shot lead over Doug Toole, tied there with Scott Hoke. O'Meara and Wood at 12 under par.
First came a higher energy core for more pinnacle distance. Now, it's happening again. Now, that raw pinnacle energy surrounds itself with a new 384 cover. The Tour's winningest dimple design for even more explosive distance. The new Pinnacle 384. It's here, and it's hot.
Where manufacturers Hanover, changing and growing to meet your needs. In Denver, a homeowner buys a lawnmower with the help of our MasterCard. In St. Louis, our investment banking group paves the way for a series of interest rate swaps. In Portland, our CIT Capital Financing Company funds a corporate jet. We're manufacturers Hanover, and now you know why we're called the financial source worldwide.
AT&T is in consumer marketing. Burger King serves over 4 million people every day. And every night, they use AT&T watts to collect clear, accurate data from their restaurants all over the country. So they always know what's selling. Is Burger King keeping their customers happy? With AT&T watts, the data is very clear. Talk with us. AT&T, the right choice.
Relive the memories with some of the greatest who ever played at the National Old Timers Baseball Classic next weekend on CBS Sports Saturday.
That's Doug Toole's third shot here at 15. And a well-played one at that. Al Sutton with his birdie here at 15 now has opened up a 2-shot margin over Doug Toole, 3 over O'Meara, Hoke, and Wood.
Gathered here for Liberty Mutual Insurance at the 19th hole is a rare assemblage of golf legends to feast on some rare roast beef and to tell you about their new book, 18 Tips from 18 Legends of Golf.
Hey, Julie, your tip on developing a smoother swing, terrific.
And yours, Bob, on developing a strong grip.
Ooh.
Tom, you ought to read that one.
Hughes, this is the grip I use when I throw that golf club.
Oh!
Well, how very
we keep the U-Haul.
You never change your grip.
I've always said that you were the finest striker of the ball that I'd ever seen.
Well, thank you, Billy. I appreciate
Who
that.
said that?
I said that.
I said that.
Sam didn't say that.
Tom, as it turns out, I wrote the whole book. And everything you guys know about golf, you learned from me.
To get your Liberty Mutual 18 tips from 18 Legends of Golf, mail $1 to cover postage and handling along with your name and address to 18 tips, Liberty Mutual, Box 777, Boston, Mass.
Good job, Doug.
Thanks, Bob.
Now, for the power computer user who demands performance, Radio Shack introduces the Tandy 3000, the more powerful and more affordable IBM PC AT compatible. Here's the power to manage your business, utilize computer networking, or create a multi-user system. The Tandy 3000, the power to put you in command. Tandy, clearly superior, in business for business, only at Radio Shack Computer Centers.
Technical update. Like nobody's business. That's a technical. I need a vacation. I'll show you a technical. Just give me those friendly skies.
This summer, you need the airline with low fares to more places. The biggest bargain airline in the land, United.
I got a vacation.
Be cool, boys.
And I'm not just flying.
Hello, fare.
Nice tipping. I'm flying a vacation in the friendly skies.
Magnum is moving. This summer will be on every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock right here on CBS. So remember, we have a date. Tuesday.
Our leader is Hal Sutton, 2 strokes over Doug Toole, and we'll be back with more golf action after this message from your local station.
It is a race spanning 24 days and more than 2,500 miles of ever-changing French terrain. The 73rd Tour de France. For Greg LeMond, last year's second-place finisher, and Eric Heiden, it's another chance to become the first American to wear the yellow jersey. For now, that jersey belongs to 5-time and defending champion Bernard Hinault. Coverage begins next weekend on CBS Sports Sunday.
This is CBS.
Just think of it. By refinancing the high-interest mortgage on your home now, you can save hundreds of dollars every month because interest rates are the lowest they've been in years. At First National Bank of Rochester, we've got the 15 or 30-year mortgage you're looking for. As Rochester's only locally owned commercial bank, First National cares. We care about you. We care about saving you money. Call us now to refinance your home mortgage. First National, not just another bank. We're Rochester's banker.
How do you live without a car? By getting the GMC truck that's right for you from Conway GMC. Check out all the GMC models, S15s, vans, and Suburbans. For more than 15 years, Conway GMC has dealt only in trucks. Their staff takes pride in finding the one that's right for you, backed by a service department that's open until 9:30 every weeknight.
So who needs a car?
Drive over to Conway GMC today, 2654 West Henrietta Road. The more you know about trucks, the more you'll want a GMC from Conway GMC.
MTV Countdown, Saturdays at 11:30 on TV 10.
The 1986 Georgia Pacific Atlanta Golf Classic is sponsored by United Airlines. You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies. And by Wheat Thins, something like a cracker, but more like a snack.
Back at the 16th hole, Doug Toole. Only 2 pars in the last 10 holes now. Hal Sutton's lead has dropped to 1. Doug Toole is 1 back, followed by Purser and O'Mara and Folk.
And now our CBS golf analyst, Ken Venturi, with another stroke saver. Sponsored by MasterCard, the official card of the PGA Tour.
This week at the Atlanta Golf Classic, the 15th hole is a dogleg to the right. You're going to find the pros driving up on the side of the hill. And if you play enough golf, you'll find yourself in a situation like this too. Here's what you want to do. You want to get all the weight you can back on your heels. Take it off your toes because you're leaning forward. And grip the club longer. That way you don't have to bend over as much. Plant yourself. Now the key to this, because of the slope, the ball will move to the right. What you want to do is you aim to the left and protect against trying to shove it back at the pin. It's naturally going to go to the right. So don't help it. Most of the times if you help it, you'll lose it to the right of the green. So aim yourself left, put your weight well back on your heels and grip the club a little bit longer, and the ball will go to the right. Remember, the steeper the slope, the more you have to aim to the left.
You know, I've played a lot of roles as an actor, from a cop to a country singer. But in real life, I don't play roles. I do what works for me, whether it's my clothes or my credit card. And I don't carry my MasterCard for show. I carry it because it gives me all the possibilities and leaves the choosing to me. Possibilities and personal choice. That works for me. MasterCard. I choose it because I use it. MasterCard. Master the possibilities. That was the fourth shot, I'm sorry to say, of Mark O'Meara.
Doug Toole is at 13, Sutton is at 14. Purcher and Hoke are 2 behind. But a lot of people very close by.
Wheat thins, something like a cracker, but more like a snack. Just for you snackers, crunchy delights, kinda like a cracker, but with more snack bite. Oh, they're thin and square, and they're light as air, and they're honest to goodness, Miss Snackers. Wheat thins, just for you snackers, something like a cracker, but more like a snack.
Try our cheese and nutty flavors, too. Wheat Thins, just for you snackers.
Hey, Georgia Pacific, what have you got for my house? We got your lumber nails, we got your gypsum board, we got the shingles for your roof, we got your 2x4s, your paneling and siding, got your plywood, let Georgia Pacific help you make it good. Inside and out, there's so much you can do. Two great builders, GB and you. Best ideas come out of the blue.
For the best building products, look to Georgia Pacific.
This is a Hayes modem. Plug it into ordinary phone lines, and you can send financial projections to the PC down the hall, or locate a single part anywhere across the country. Make airline reservations, send or receive electronic mail, or access millions of pages of data, from company profiles to every fact in the encyclopedia. The Hayes modem. It's like sending your PC to college for under $600.
Hal Sutton at -14.
Hal Sutton, the leader, with 1 hole to play over Doug Toole, 2 tied at 12 under par, 2 more at 11.
For the men who earn a living by being good on their feet, comfort and support from a great pair of shoes can make the difference between lunch money and prize money. So it should come as no surprise that 8 out of 10 pros who walk to work every day walk to work in FootJoy golf shoes. FootJoy.
If your ship must be, Emery's got a rig to take it from the biggest to the smallest. It's as good as theirs, just call us. It's as good as theirs.
Guess what thousands of doctors are recommending for women who need extra calcium? Tums. Surprised? It's true. Tums isn't just a great antacid, it's also rich in calcium.
Even though you faithfully pay your premiums, why do some insurance companies make you feel so guilty?
I had an accident.
Do you have an estimate? 2 estimates? 3 estimates? And a note from your mother?
My mother?
Leave it to the good hands, people.
In most cases, Allstate will give you a settlement on the spot without 3 estimates or a note from your mother.
How do we know it's her writing?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
A member of the Sears Financial Network.
Okay, that's good.
Steve, both of you, Ray Floyd and Greg Noman and Ken Ventura for being with us. And so for our CBS Announce crew, Pat Summerall saying so long from Atlanta.
Tomorrow at 1 Eastern, CBS Sports will present live flag-to-flag coverage of the Detroit Grand Prix. And at 3:30 Eastern, live final round coverage of the Atlanta Golf Classic. The 1986 Georgia Pacific Atlanta Golf Classic is sponsored by Georgia Pacific Corporation, America's leading forest products company. Allstate, for home, auto, business, health, and life. You're in good hands with Allstate. And by FootJoy Golf Shoes, the shoes 8 out of 10 pros want to work in every day.
Nobody has lower fares than United to more cities across this land. North to south, east to west, only United has low fares to all 50 states.
You're not just flying, you're flying friendly skies.
When you look for champions, you look to CBS Sports. This is CBS.
Coming up on Newswatch 10, we'll check in at the LPGA at Locust Hill. And in the news, police are still looking for suspects in yesterday's homicide in Chili. And at Cobbs Hill Park, the topless protest took place as planned. Details on those stories and more next.
Great tasting soft drink at the price that is right. You won't believe now with all natural taste. The taste is out of sight. Say Adirondack. When you say it, you say it great. Say Adirondack. Kind who's got money to waste. No, no. Great tasting soft drink with all natural taste. Say Adirondack.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Christopher Ford declares car war.
The war is on. Now buy any new 86 Ford car or truck from Christo and finance up to $5,000 for 1 year at 0% interest. That's right, Christo Ford will loan you up to $5,000 on any model for 1 year with no interest whatsoever. Christo Ford has a price and a finance plan you can live with at 1600 Ridge Road East.
They're out to prove it. Christo Ford.
At the movies, Sundays at 6:30 on TV 10. From WHEC TV Rochester, this is Newswatch 10, Weekend Edition, with Warren White, Bill Pucko on sports, and meteorologist Mark Finan.
Good evening. They call it a matter of rights. As promised, a group of local women held a topless rally at Cobbs Hill Park this afternoon. Donna Didi covered that story and is here now with details. Donna?
Oh, Warren, the women are fighting a New York state law that prohibits women from baring their breasts in public unless they're breastfeeding or performing. They call the law discriminatory, and today's act of civil disobedience illustrates that opinion. Rochester police arrived at Cobbs Hill well before the topless picnic began. The protesters indicated they wanted to cooperate with officials and hold a peaceful rally. Police kept onlookers in line. About 150 people gathered along the reservoir fence, waiting for the women to remove their shirts. Most of them were men.
This is an example of what the advertising agencies, what the corporations do in promoting breast fetishes.
Not only was this a media event, but many onlookers brought their own cameras as well.
Came down to take some pictures, working on being a photographer, see what it's about.
Would you have gone out to an anti-nuclear protest?
No.
Why not?
Boring.
Why is it so exciting?
Well, it's females, I guess.
Please, someone out there tell me, what is the big attraction? Can anybody answer me that? I mean, why is America so obsessed with the breast? Is it because it's been covered for so long?
The women asked supporters to sit with them and men to remove their shirts. They followed by removing their own. The action brought a mixture of emotion.
The issue is in America. It's unfortunate, it's moral turpitude, and it's against the law, and that's the way that men and women have laid the laws down and the legislation is, but nonetheless, you have the right.
It's not right.
It's an unfortunate circumstance.
I'm against this idea.
The arrival of police was met with some dissension. The women were carted off to the public safety building, having felt their point was made. The women were issued appearance tickets after being taken downtown. They'll be in Monroe County Court at 10 o'clock on Monday morning. And Warren, the local chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union, has said that they will defend them.
Okay, Donna, thanks a lot. Monroe County is getting tough on smokers. The County Health Board has drafted a no-smoking ordinance that would impose a virtual ban on smoking in the workplace and regulate it in public places. The proposal is being called one of the strictest in the nation. Violators could be subject to a $250 fine. Smoking would still be permitted in places where people congregate, but only if no smoking sections are available. The Monroe County Health Director expects some opposition.
I think there are some people who feel they might have money to lose or it might impede their business. Restaurant owners, people who make money off of tobacco and tobacco products. We also expect philosophic opposition for people who are concerned with, government telling people how to run their lives, that sort of thing, civil liberties types of issues. But I think we're going to have overwhelming public support.
Officials are expected to meet next week to make final revisions before presenting the plan to the county executive and legislature. Police still haven't made any arrests in connection with the murder of a Chi-Li man yesterday. 60-year-old Samuel DiPaolo was found around 8:30 in the morning in his home by a friend. He had been stabbed repeatedly. Authorities say he was the victim of a drug deal gone sour. Narcotics officers had been investigating DiPaolo for 3 weeks. An accident on the state thruway early this morning has claimed the life of one man and left 2 others hospitalized. Authorities say the driver and his 2 passengers were from Ohio and traveling to Canada to visit relatives when the driver apparently fell asleep and lost control of the car near the town of Batavia. The driver was pronounced dead at the scene. The 2 passengers are in stable condition at a Buffalo hospital. The names of the victims have not been released pending notification of the family. 4 unattended barrels of chemicals kept city firefighters busy for about an hour this afternoon on Ave Street on the city's west side. The drivers, which contained methylene chloride used to strip furniture, were on a flatbed truck. Authorities became concerned because the heat prompted one of the drums to swell and it began to buckle. The drums were cooled with water to relieve the pressure and none of the chemical leaked. So far, no one has claimed ownership of the drums. The Wayne County town of Williamson is in trouble with the State Department of Environmental Conservation. The DEC has charged the town with polluting water by allowing oil to ooze into the ground. The town has pleaded innocent and considers the charge unfounded. The town supervisor claims the action is harassment resulting from the town's reluctance to close its landfill, something the DEC has been trying to do for a long time. A crackdown on drugs in the Tompkins County town of Newfield, where police raided a high-tech marijuana greenhouse. The raid, which followed a 10-month investigation, netted close to $100,000 worth of marijuana plants. Police say they were grown in underground rooms lit by $20,000 worth of special lights. The temperature was controlled by computer. Back here in Rochester, students, parents, and teachers took part in the first annual Operation Fun Ship. The event is the result of the Urban League's call to action, a community-wide education initiative. Operation Fun Ship is designed to increase school and community spirit, involve parents, and promote sports and recreational activities. Among some of the events today was a freestyle bike demonstration, a soccer clinic, and some double Dutch jump roping. Still ahead, we'll be going out to Locust Hill Live for the weather and the latest on the tournament. We'll have an update on President Reagan's health, and we'll take you to a run for charity at Monroe Community College. After this.
It's time once again for National Frigidaire Week. Your chance to score spectacular savings on select Frigidaire refrigerators, ranges, washers and dryers. And there's more, lots more. But don't wait. Savings like these happen only once a year. So tear into your nearest dealer during National Frigidaire Week. You'll walk out a winner.
Bye-bye.
You won't want to miss the savings at Netzman's.
When you wanted to buy your first car, when you went off to college, and when you wanted to make that dream house your house, Key Bank provided the key. We have the key to happy vacations, too. American Express Traveler's Checks. No one has more services to protect your vacation. American Express Traveler's Checks at Key Bank. Get to where you want to be. Use your key. Key Bank.
Lab tests on 2 polyps removed from President Reagan's colon yesterday showed no signs of cancer. The president's doctor says all of the results of Reagan's checkup yesterday show him in good health almost a year after cancer surgery. Mr. Reagan was told of the good news at the presidential retreat at Camp David, where he is spending the weekend. It's back home to Paris for two Frenchmen freed after more than 3 months in captivity in Beirut. The pair, members of a French TV news crew, were freed in Beirut yesterday and flew out of Syria this morning. Meanwhile, a news agency in Cyprus says 2 Greek Cypriot students have turned up after 2 months when they disappeared in Beirut 2 months ago. They were also victims of kidnappers. 5 Americans remain captives, including former Batavia resident Terry Anderson. A private funeral was held in Louisville, Kentucky today for artificial heart patient Murray Hayden. 59-year-old died Thursday morning from deterioration of his nervous system and other organs. And a Cleveland teenager who underwent 2 heart transplants this week has died in a Pittsburgh hospital. A hospital spokeswoman says 17-year-old Terry Steele died of organ failure. In other news, in economic news, consumer prices rose last month, personal income dipped slightly, and the gross national product grew. Doug Poling has a report on this and more in the Business Week in Review.
After declining for 3 months in a row, consumer prices went up during May by 0.2%. The main reason was a jump in gasoline prices. They rose by 2.5%. Food prices went up a little. Fruits and vegetables increased by 1.9%. Most analysts still expect the inflation rate to be no more than 2% for the entire year, and that's not bad. Americans had a little less money in their pockets last month. Personal income declined by 0.1%. A drop in farm income was the main reason. Government subsidy payments to farmers declined significantly. The gross national product expanded by just 2.9% in the first quarter. Just last month, the government predicted that the GNP, the total value of goods and services we produce, would grow at a robust 3.7% during the first 3 months of 1986. Eastern Airlines said this week it expects to lose more than $57 million this year, but analysts say they think Eastern's red-ink total will be much higher. They say Eastern was expecting an improvement in fares, and that just isn't happening. A nationwide survey says more than 1/3 of all employers now restrict smoking in the workplace. Almost half of them ban smoking in all open work areas. 6% of them outlaw smoking anywhere on company property. There wasn't much smoke or fire on Wall Street this week. Investors seem to be waiting for some news about the economy or the direction of interest rates. For the week, the Dow Jones Industrials gained some ground. Doug Poling, CBS News, New York.
A run for charity today at Monroe Community